this video, we're going to discuss the 3 key issues raised in Patrick Lencioni's book, The Truth About Employee Engagement. And Patrick Lencioni lays out a number of things in that book, but fundamental and core to the theme of the book is the 3 key issues that cause, as he described it, job misery. Now, the research is pretty robust in these areas, so I'll go through the model, let's talk about the issues, and then we can talk about what to do to address each of the 3 key areas. So the first issue that causes people to be miserable in their work, whether you're an employee or a leader, no matter what your role is, the fundamentals are true. The first issue is anonymity or invisibility. Feeling that you are anonymous in your work or invisible in your work, that things don't get recognised, things that you're doing don't seem to have any visibility in the organisation. And you can appreciate that. If you're doing work that feels as if it's either anonymous or invisible, then that's pretty downheartening. The second key issue around creating job misery is irrelevance. So not only is my work anonymous and invisible, but it's irrelevant. I don't feel like it's making a difference. I don't feel like it actually contributes towards the bigger picture for the role or for the business or for the work or for clients. And I think the further away from either working as a collaborative part of a team you are, or the further away from clients and serving clients you are, the risk of irrelevance is really high for people in organisations. The third area is what the term Patrick uses in the book is immeasurement. So it's not measurable. What you're doing isn't being measured, and there's no feedback loop to you about how well you're performing against the goals and expectations that are set. So it's not being measured or recognised. And it's really interesting because we know, and I've talked about this time and time again, expectations, clarity of expectations, and then having those expectations reviewed and acknowledged is the #1 performance indicator. Study after study after study. And for me here, immeasurement directly correlates with goals, expectations, measurement and feedback. So what can you do as a leader to either manage yourself or help your teams to be managed more effectively if you find that either of these 3 root causes are in place? So the first one for anonymity, this one's quite straightforward, but the number of businesses I work with and I talk to leaders about how often they check in with their teams and talk to them about the work they do, reinforce the importance of the work they do and give people feedback on how well they're performing in their roles. In terms of removing that issue around anonymity or invisibility, talking to people, recognising their contribution, appraising them for the work that they do is really, really critical. It helps overcome this issue of job misery and is a massive performance enabler and an engagement indicator. So taking that time regularly to help your people feel visible, visibility around what they're doing and how well they're performing. The second area around irrelevance, helping each member of your team to understand how what they do contributes to the running of the business, to the performance of the team, to the service of clients, to the bigger mission that you are embarking on as an organisation. Helps them to feel that their work is relevant and meaningful. So connecting that employee on a regular basis with their contribution to the bigger mission that the company plays in the marketplace or the role that they play within the team, really, really important for helping people overcome this issue around being miserable and disengaged at work. And then the third area around immeasurement, sitting down with people, being clear on what their goals are and their expectations for any period of time. Annual cycles are best, with quarterly check-ins and monthly reviews, and an opportunity to say each month, how have you performed? What are the key expectations we agreed? How well have you delivered against them? And congratulations for staying on track and the contribution you make in the business. Now this all sounds so simple, doesn't it? So straightforward, but it is so often overlooked by leaders. And if you've got yourself to the point where you think, well, it's okay because my team are all right, they know they're doing okay. Let me tell you, they don't. And they need it. If you're not doing that on a monthly basis minimum, in a formal, structured way. And it needs to be half an hour with each team member. I'm not talking about hours and hours and meetings and meetings. I'm talking about a half an hour check-in once a month with every member of your team to do these 3 things, keep their engagement and motivation high, and avoid job misery. I'll put the slide that accompanies this video in the comments section on the YouTube channel, and I'll put it on this video so you'll see the image as well around those 3 key areas. So this is an unusual video for me, but 3 issues in the business, 3 causes of job misery, and what you could do proactively to overcome them. I hope that's useful, and I hope that you can take that positive step with your teams to help them overcome this particular issue. If you'd like to talk to me about it, work with one of my team or myself in this area, we'd be delighted to have a conversation with you. But in the meantime, we thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video from Focus for Growth.